Black Hole Slam, it has shades of the Boss Man Slam, but it was truly like when I saw it, I was like, that's one step above. How did you develop this move? Where did you first see it? Where did it first hit your mind, and where you said this can end it for me any match I have?
Right, right. Well, it was a play off the original Boss Man Slam. The original finish that I had on the Indies, in '05. I'm sorry, in 1995 and '96 and '97 was the regular Boss Man Slam. As it evolved and I evolved, and I just kind of added the spin in with it, and I thought it made it really unique and different, and something that that hadn't been seen a whole lot of. So we went with it, and it was obviously a good move. I think it's a pretty established finisher, and something that's pretty neat for the fans to see. So it worked on every level.
What do you think of wrestlers that are emerging now that saw you when they were a teenager that are kind of adopting your version of the move?
It's a compliment. I totally take it as a compliment. It's something that means a lot to me. That I could affect a young piece of talent, somebody coming up in the next generation that looked back and saw something that I did or the way that I did things, and to copy them or to take bits and pieces of them. That's a huge compliment, man. And there's a lot of people in this business, and a lot of people that have come through this business, and so to be compared or to be likened at all by any of the young talent, I totally take it as a compliment. It means a lot.
Who do you think took that move the best? Because there have been some very, very good ones that maybe you get a little bit of extra rotation on.
Yeah, AJ always took it awesome.
Yeah.
AJ and I usually got two spins in. I'll tell you who took it unbelievable. You'd have to go back to the early TNA days when we were still at the Asylum on the Wednesday night pay-per-views back in 2003 and 4. But a very young Matt Sydal took it so unbelievable. I think we spun like 3 or 4 times. I was dizzy after it, but yeah, I remember him taking it especially good. And that was when he was just young Matt Sydal. That was before he went to WWE and Japan and everything else. So, I remember that being pretty hot.
To the contrary, was there anybody after you did it you said, that didn't end the way I wanted it to?
No, not really. There was obviously some bigger guys that it was a little bit more of a challenge to get them around on the Black Hole Slam than it would be on an AJ or a Matt Sydal. But no, I can't think of one.
And finally, as we wrap up that aspect of things, you've done this move on various objects. Was there any that hurt you a little bit more than you expected? Maybe into thumbtacks, into chairs, into tables, anything of that nature?
Oh, God, yeah. Yeah, that happened countless times where I took it down into a barbed wire board or into tacks or something else and came out with a little bit of pain. But part of the deal.